Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about if the belief that you have right now, you see that word and the belief that you have right now in your head, if it's false or if it's true. And how did you come about that belief? How did you get that belief? First of all, how did you get the belief? How did you hear about the word and you believed it? Is it something that you heard from someone else, or is something that you just realize that it's true? You thought about it and you think it's true. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me again. So this live, I'm doing it now because I didn't do it in the morning and I'm kind of exhausted because I'm done from work. So thank you always for always joining me. Thank you always for always joining me and watching my videos on replay. I do really appreciate it. And please don't forget to stop supporting me by also liking, leaving me a beautiful comment, and share the video. So let's go straight to the video. Some of the belief that we have are belief that we took from our parents, family, friends, TV, social media, and even just tell ourselves and we believe it. Some of those beliefs, most of these beliefs are not evil. Like the one that you tell yourself and you believe it, it's your belief. It might not be, it might be false or it might be true. But the ones that you heard that somebody said, it might be said about you or said about something, you just took it to be your own belief and you believe it and you think it's true, it's not false, or it's true or it's false, whatever, are not really your belief. Some of these belief, most of these belief are false belief. You just like you pick them from the road. You heard somebody saying something, it might be that might be towards you or not, but you think about it and you think it's true and you just believe it. So some of these belief are false belief, and we have heard this belief for long. If it's a belief that you took from family, friends, parents, it might be you took this belief when you were little, and this belief have been with you for so long, and you think it's true, it's not false, and it has been with you for so long. So that belief is not really your belief. You took it from somewhere and make it your own belief and believe it. So when some things happen and you believe that, and you have to realize that, how did I ever get this belief? How did I ever believe that this is true? You have to realize, was this my own truth? Was this what I thought and believed that it's my truth, or it's just because somebody said it and I think it's true and I believe it? So some of these belief are not our belief. We just took them because somebody said it and we believe them and we make it our own reality. So I'm saying this video, for example, sometimes when we are growing up, we don't really know that we are fat or we are thin or we are ugly or we are beautiful. Situations, circumstances will make us start having that belief that we are pretty, we are ugly, especially sometimes in the kind of home that you grow from. Your parents might say you are the ugliest one in the family or you're the most beautiful one in the family. Especially where I come from, if you are fair in complexion, they will say you're beautiful. They signify dull. When I mean dull, like you're not intelligent, and maybe your other sister or your brother is more intelligent than you, that's not really your belief. Then what you do, you take this belief because your parents or your teacher said you are not intelligent, that your sister or your brother, your siblings are more intelligent than you. You take this belief and make it your own reality and make it your own belief that because when you were growing up, your parents or your teacher or your friends around you or even your siblings said you are not intelligent, you are very, very dull. You take it and make and believe and have that belief in your head that anything that you want to do, you said, I'm not intelligent, I'm not smart. Not because that was your belief, not because that was what you believed when you were coming into this earth. It's because of what someone said. What someone said, and you believe it. So why I'm saying this video now is time, because I'm saying this video because to let you know that some of this belief, most of this belief, 80% of this belief are not your belief. You took them from someone. You heard because someone said it and you make it your own belief and reality and you believe it. And it has been with you for this long. And anything you want to say, your brain just switch back This belief, you're not saying it because you're the one that say it. It has been with you, and whatever you want to do, your subconscious just click back to remind you immediately that you're not intelligent. This is why your parents said you're not intelligent. This is why your teacher said you're not intelligent. But your teachers are not you. You have to create your own belief. Hi, Jad. You have to create your own belief and make it your own reality. I'm telling you this because you have to sit and think that I'm not intelligent, but where did I get this belief from? And this affects us. You have to ask yourself, where did I get this belief from? Because I was not doing good at my grade or at school or whatever I was doing at that time does not mean that I was dull. But because my parents or teacher or siblings, friends said that I was dull, I just took it as my belief, and everything that I'm doing, I just convinced myself that whatever, after all, I'm not intelligent like my friends. Whatever, I'm not intelligent like my siblings. Whatever, even if I fail, I know I fail because I'm not intelligent, because I have dull brain. It's hard for me to learn. You just take it and you believe it and you move on with your life. Even when you're grown, you still have that belief that when I was little, I was so dull, my siblings were so intelligent, and you still took it. Whatever you're doing now, you think back to say, even when I was growing, I know that I was not intelligent, so even now I'm not intelligent. You just believe it. So you have to sit and realize that, is this really true that I'm not intelligent, or it's just because of the belief, the thoughts they said, not me, they said, and I took it and believe it, and it has been working for me. I've been using that belief, but I was not the one that said it. So you have to switch that belief off to tell yourself, no, I was not the one that said it. They said, and I believed it. So it's time for me to say my own, which mine is, I'm intelligent. And I'll keep telling myself that I'm intelligent, because my subconscious I've gotten used to it so well that because I've believed that thought for all these years, it just make it work for me. Whatever I do, it make it work. That maybe if it's something that I have to put some intelligence or some smartness, it does not work, because my subconscious, I've believed it, you have believed it, so they try to make everything possible that you see that result of you're not intelligent. So you have to switch it right now. Tell your subconscious that, I'm sorry that I believe this whatever they said. They said, not me. So now I want to say what I want for myself, and I want to switch it off. So let me give you an example. When I was growing up, I wanted to give two examples, but I don't know if I'll have the chance, because I'm going to pick my husband from work. When I was growing up, when you get to that stage, I don't know, when you get to that stage of maybe third grade, I don't know if the brat was, well, my country, we said maybe SS3, or yes, SS3 from SS1. When you get to that grade, like you're not a teenage girl, like from 16, you're not a teenage girl. You try to look beautiful, then try to put your hairs together, your uniform. You wear uniform. When we get to that stage, we don't wear just whatever you want. You try to put your uniform together, look neat, look beautiful, because like you're getting to that point of you want to feel attracted, to the guys, and the guys also want to put themselves together to speak to you. So I was in the class, I was in this school, and then I tell myself that I'm not that intelligent, because I don't really give myself time to feel that I was intelligent, which I know that I am now. I was in this school, so I was in that point of my life, that particular point. No, sorry, see, sweetheart. It does not hurt my feeling. I know that I talk fast, but I don't know if you speak English, or which language do you speak. It does not hurt my feeling. It's just that I speak fast, and when I speak slowly, I feel I'm just diverting from possible. When this video is done, use YouTube do translate or whatever, so you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, I understand you and I understand myself. So what I was saying, so I'm trying to give you an example. So at that time, there are a lot of young girls and young boys. We all are trying to feel attractive, feel beautiful, things like this, have your boyfriend. Where I come from, we don't start having boyfriend by 12 years. No, it's not done. Like when you do that, you'll be in big trouble. So at that time, I think we are 16. Like maybe the youngest person in my class then was 12 years. So we kind of look at that person and say he's still very, very young a kid. So from upward, we're 14, 16 upward, look attracted. So I was in the class one day, I was just sitting, because then like my uniform is always on point, I'm always on point, my hair, things like that. And I was in the class one day, and some group of classmates, guys, they were talking by the window side, and I heard them saying that they want to, these things that students does. Let's count the beautiful girls in this class, in our class. We are in the same class, but I was in the class, and they were beside the window, and I was listening to their conversation. And they said, let's count the beautiful girls in the class, and they started counting it, and I was among. And I was so shocked. So I was shocked, and I said, oh, so these guys think I'm beautiful. It's not that I was attracted to any of those guys, like I want to date them, no, but the feeling just came that, so these guys also see me, that I'm beautiful, I'm among one of the beautiful girls in this class, things like that. So that feeling, that thought, that was not my thought. Maybe at that time I was feeling that, or thinking that I am not beautiful, I am not beautiful enough. But when I heard that, I started getting that thought and that belief that I am beautiful. I just believed it. That was not what I was thinking. That was not my belief. I knew that I was still growing up. Maybe I'm still putting myself together, doing my hair, so I get attracted because I was in that stage of time. But when I heard that, I just heard that, and I took it and I believed it. So even when I've grown up, I was still living whenever I feel as if, let me tell you, why this belief, you have to know that these are not your belief. Whenever I feel as if I'm ugly, whenever I look at the mirror, I want to start feeling intimidated, or feeling that someone is more beautiful than me, which there will always be someone more beautiful than me. We all live in our reality, we all live in our body. You know what happened? That thought will come into my head and say, you're beautiful. Do you remember when we were in grade, so grade, that the guys in your class said you were beautiful? That's just click in my head, and I said, I'm beautiful, whatever, I know I'm beautiful. So if, for example, that thought had been helping me, because that I'm beautiful, even when I want to start feeling sad for myself, or feeling mad that I'm ugly, that thought just come back and click and tell me that you're beautiful, you're so cute, you are among one of the beautiful girls in the class. So if, for example, that thought was a thought of, they said, because they didn't measure all the girls, guys, so for that thought was something like, no, Mirabel is among the ugliest girls in the class. So that thought will be in my head and stick in my head. I will continue living with that thought to say I'm ugly. I've always known that I'm ugly, because even in my class, the old guys think I'm ugly. So if it's something that they say you're fat, you believe it in your head and said, I've always be fat. You thin, I've always be thin. You mean, I've always been mean. But you sit and realize that, oh my God, these are not my thoughts. I just took these thoughts from a random stranger. I just took these thoughts from someone and believe it, and I make it my own reality. You understand? So you have to change it. Okay, so God's so good that they said I was beautiful, and I took it and I believe it. But I have to realize that these are not my thoughts. Who cares? Now I have to grow and work on myself. So who cares if they think I'm beautiful? Even when I want to start feeling that miserable of ugliness, I say, who cares? I'm in my own world. I'm in my own time frame, and I believe that I'm beautiful. I don't even care anymore if my classmates think I'm beautiful. I don't even care. That's their own thoughts. Right now, this is my own belief. I want to bring my own belief into my own reality, that I am beautiful. I don't care anymore. So now this is the time for you to sit yourself down. That belief that you've had in your head to make you limit yourself for certain things, to make you limit yourself or want to hide yourself, want to go into depression mood just because someone told you something that is not true about you, but you believed it. It's time for you to sit and bring Have the thought with yourself. Have the conversation with yourself, not with that person. It might be with therapists anyway, but with yourself. You and you alone. Have that thought and said, is this really true? Is this really what I think about myself? But this person said it. But is this what I really think about myself? But if it's not it, why do I believe it? And why have I made this thought, this belief, my own belief? Because this is not my belief. So I have to change it. If somebody said you're ugly, you have to see, no, she just said what she thinks and what she thinks it's necessary in her head. I have to make my own belief. What do I think of myself? Look at the mirror and ask yourself, what do you think of yourself? You have to switch that thought, because that you only have control about what you think of yourself and tell yourself your own emotion. Like on the video that I did yesterday, you don't have the control over what another person sees. We all live in our own different world. I might be here, you there, but we live in our own different frame mind. The way we think, it's different. The way we see things, it's different. So if you see me and said I'm ugly, what do I think of myself? Is it necessary for me to take your belief and make it my belief? Because that's your belief. And you live in your own frame of mind and in your own small world. And I live in my own frame of mind and in my own framework. What do I believe of my own self? So I have to switch it. Instead of me taking your own belief to believe it, to make it my own belief, I have to switch it and make mine and ask myself, now if this person said I'm fat, I'm ugly, what do I believe? What do I think of myself? And I will make it my own reality. It might not be easy. Especially for overthinkers, people that take this extremely seriously. People that take things extremely overboard, like they overthink everything, they exaggerate. It might not be easy, but it's something that gradually you get there. So you take this belief and you ask yourself, if this is what this person said, what do I believe of mine? What is my own belief about this word or this conversation? You have to make yours overcloud the one that another person said, and use it as an affirmation. Do you know, I tell myself I'm so beautiful that I get compliments every time, you're so beautiful. Beautiful. Because I tell myself, because I deserve it and I know that I'm beautiful. I don't want anyone conviction again. I don't want to convince you for you to know that I'm beautiful anymore. I take care of myself. I take care of my look. I do whatever that pleases my look. Whatever I think I want to do with my look. I don't have to do it for you to convince you, for you to know that I'm beautiful anymore, because I'm already convinced that I'm beautiful. And I like every single day I do that affirmation to myself that I'm beautiful, to reprogram my subconscious mind. Instead of me to be in that world, in that mood that because my classmates said I'm beautiful, no, I've reprogrammed my mind to bring it into my own belief, to think about my own self. What do I think of my own self? So I am beautiful, like I am sexy, and I am attractive. So do the same for yourself and stop taking other people's beliefs. Sit yourself down and ask yourself, what are these beliefs? Do I really believe this? Are these my word? Are these my own belief? Was I the one that said this? Why did I take this thing that this person said and make it my own reality belief? Why? So you have to switch them off and make an affirmation that fits that whatever you're trying to work on, and continuously every single day say it to yourself, so you can reprogram your subconscious mind to work for you and to believe what you said and what you believe for yourself, not what someone said about you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and don't forget that I love you and I will always love you. And thank you for always joining me. Don't forget to support me by subscribing, clicking on the like button, and leave me a beautiful comment. Please share this video if you think it's important and it has helped you. Share this video to also help someone. Thank you. Bye bye. See you tomorrow again. Whew.